What's up, everybody? It's your boy E.Musical, and I was gonna wait to do this video, but I have to get it out. I have to get this theory out right now because if I'm right, then hey. But I think that a lot of people overlooked a major detail about Palpatine, and I don't think it really was that major, but it was definitely blatant in our faces. I just think that that era of storytelling and movies isn't very popular, and I'll tell you what I'm alluding to later. So we're going to the scene. This is complete spoilers, by the way. We're going to the scene where Rey and Kylo make it to the throne room, and Kylo's not Kylo anymore. Kylo's now Ben Solo again. So Ben and Rey make it to the throne room. They're prepared to face off Palpatine. I wish it would have been a lot more dynamic, but that's not here or there. Palpatine uses Force Strain. Force Strain was just, it looked cool, all right? It was a lot more vibrant than I thought it would be. Way more vibrant than I thought it would be. I'm used to seeing it on Knights of the Old Republic, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, a stream of red energy flowing from your target into you. It just looks all dark and aggressive. But no, this looked like he was actually draining their soul, it was cool. It was crazy. But as I was looking at him, I was like, man, he looks disgusting. Like, he looks like a whole corpse. And then that's when it clicked. If you play Jedi Fallen Order, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, you'll go to Dathomir, and there's a part in Dathomir where, spoilers by the way, a part in Dathomir where you would have to fight some resurrected Night Sisters. They're all zombies and stuff like that, and it's just like, okay, this is dark side magic. This is Night Sister magic. It's like, all right, cool, whatever. And then I thought about it more and more and more, and I was just like, this isn't the first time we've seen this, actually, because I think in the Clone Wars, when they went to Dathomir, they reiterated the fact that, okay, they can reanimate bodies and use them and weaponize them. And so I'm thinking, what if that's what those Sith acolytes or those Sith worshippers, what if that's what they did? They used their powers to reanimate Sidious's body. And I know this is like completely just pulling one out my butt, but what if Sidious is just far too powerful to just be a mindless zombie? Like, if you reanimate him, he's going to gain consciousness and sentience. If you look at his eyes, this guy was, no pupils, no light in his eyes, no coloration in his eyes. It was faded out like he'd been dead forever, just like a corpse eyeball. His hands and fingers, they didn't look like his fingers were blown off or anything. It just looked decayed. You saw bone in there. It was decayed. Someone found and recovered his corpse. And even though it's crazy to believe and think that his body survived the explosion of the Death Star, it's safe to assume that, he was powerful enough to where his body at least survived it, but he was totally dead, completely toast. Because, it was like the dude would be in pieces otherwise. So I'm thinking that they found his body, they brought the corpse to wherever, reanimated it, he wound up gaining some form of consciousness, and by him draining the life essence and force energy out of Ben and Rey, it allowed him to go from being undead to being a full living being again. And that's why he was, looking the way he was, and that's where we brought him. So technically, he was still dead at that point in time, or I guess you can consider him undead. And so that's my theory, that they found his corpse, they reanimated the corpse. He's too powerful to just be like a mindless corpse. So he was just undead Palpatine, essentially trying to find another way to regain true life. And, obviously immortality as usual. Anyways, if you like the theory, or if you feel like it's missing some things, or maybe I'm on the right track, please hit a like, leave some comments, subscribe. If you completely disagree, please leave some comments and let's talk this out, because I love I love theorizing. I love going over stuff like this and like hearing different perceptions, and it just fascinates me completely. Anyways, thank you so much for listening, guys, and thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.